Hello my lovely ones. I am not sure whether this video is going to work, but I'm going to try it for you because I wanted to give you a little bit more of the useful stuff. And I was thinking this week of the importance of going back to basics, and I was thinking of all the things that I'd want my horse to be able to do before I even thought about asking for any complex maneuvers or riding or anything like that. And the first is, these are all the questions. Can your horse stand still under her own control? So you can see the rope. This is no trick. There's the red mare. She's just finished her tea, so she's having a little wander about the stable. She likes inspecting the stable these days. There's no trick to this. There's no cue, there's no sign. We teach it essentially by offering them a place to rest, and when they take the place to rest, we leave them alone. So they come to see that the place of rest is a lovely thing, and they also come to see that if we're not asking them for anything, then they don't do anything. Then my second question would be, this is where I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it one-handed. Can my horse walk with me from a movement of energy? So in other words, I'm not going to have to march off, come, and pull on the rope. And she's kind of gone to sleep. So I'm going to put a tiny little bit of pressure. Yes, there she is. So there she comes, good girl. So can she walk? If I walk very slowly, will she walk very slowly? If I speed up, will she speed up? If I stop, will she stop? Yes. Now, we're not quite as connected as I'd like because I'm trying to film this with one hand. But that was pretty good. I'd be pretty happy with that. And then if I just move off here, will she come with me? We're not quite connected, so I'm having to put a little bit of weight into the rope. It's little, there we go. As little as possible. I'll speed up. Will she speed up? She's a little bit cross because Feeney's had tea and she hasn't. So there I stopped and she didn't stop. That's okay, that's still pretty good. And there's a nice lick and a chew. Now if I was really focused on her, oh good, there's a really nice release there. Excellent. And walk on. Is she coming? Yes, she's coming. Good girl. There. And I also like to be able to lead with a really nice smile in the rope. I don't want to have to hold on. I don't want to have to pull. I want us to just really be leading through the invisible rope of the mind and the spirit. And stop. Oh, sorry, sneezes. And then, now that's not quite what I want, but I'm going to take that because actually, oh, chickens in the tree again. That's still a reasonable connection considering that I'm half focused on talking to you and only half focused on her, but still there, look. I've got the horse completely under her own control, and she's actually now going into the place of peace with the dozy donkey ears. And complete relaxation, do you see, all through the body. We're even getting a bit of a wibbly lower lip, which is normally the red mare's trademark. Now, I always like to go back and check that I've got all that. So with flow, we'll go and practice it a little bit more because the stopping wasn't quite as I'd like it. But that's a very good foundation to work off. And if I don't have that foundation, I'm always going to be struggling when we start to do slightly more complicated things. And I'll also go back and check that I've got all that foundation absolutely solid with the red mare, who knows everything. So I try to remind myself not to take things for granted, not to take my horses for granted, not to take my own skills for granted, We're always going back and just checking those foundations are sturdy, because you never know when the storm is going to come. And so there we are, we've got a happy, sleepy place of PC horse on a lovely Saturday evening, and you can't ask for more than that.